Hello students, we have been discussing about biological classification, which is the chapter second or the second chapter of the first unit, diversity in the living world. Today we will discuss about kingdom Protista. So before moving further, I would once again like to remind you, please subscribe my channel if you haven't done so. So kingdom Protista, what does it include? It includes all single celled eukaryotes. It includes all single-celled eukaryotes, and this particular kingdom was proposed by Ernest Haeckel in 1866. It acts as a connecting link between Monera and fungi, Plantae and Animalia. So kingdom Protista includes single-celled eukaryotes. It was proposed by Ernest Haeckel in 1866, and it acts as a connecting link between Monera and fungi, Plantae and Animalia. So what are the characteristics and features of Protista? So characteristics or features. So mostly they are aquatic, but some of them also live as parasites in the body of some organisms. They are mainly eukaryotic. That means here we find membrane bound cell organelles such as mitochondria, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum and ribosome ATS. This type of ribosome is present. Here locomotion takes place by pseudopodia, that is found in the case of amoeba and slime molds. Flagella, what kind of movement is here? Its movement is similar to that of a whip, chabuk, yeah. Euglena and Goniulex, it's Goniulex. Examples here. Cilia, here we find oar-like rhythmic movement, and it is found in the case of Paramecium. Wriggling movement. What kind of movement it is? It is just slow worm-like movement, which takes place by contraction and expansion, and it is found in the case of sporozoans. The last one is mucilage, MUCILAGE, propulsion. Propulsion means forced to do something. Mucilage, what is this? It's a gum-like, sticky gum-like material. Mucilage means it's a sticky gum-like material or substance, and it is secreted by most of the organisms. Some microorganisms also do so. So in the case of protists, what is the role of mucilage? Propulsion. What? This mucilage, this sticky substance, is secreted by the protists, but the most interesting aspect is that the movement is just opposite. It secretes here. Suppose that the mucilage is secreted by protists, but the movement is just opposite the secretion, the direction of the secretion. So what happens in mucilage propulsion? Here mucilage is secreted by protists, and but the movement is just in contrast to the direction secreted by the protists. So mucilage secreted by the protist, suppose that the direction is there, so the contrast, they will move in this particular direction. So the diatoms, they move by this particular, sometimes because they do not have flagella or cilia. So what did we study till now? Kingdom Protista, these are single-celled eukaryotes, and this particular kingdom was proposed by Ernest Haeckel in 1866. And what happens here? It acts as a connecting link between Monera and fungi, Plantae and Animalia. What are the characteristics and features? They are generally aquatic, but in some of them are parasites who live in the body of other organisms. They are mainly eukaryotic, that means they are membrane bound, they have membrane bound cell organelles. That means the cell organelles are bounded by a membrane, such as mitochondria, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, and what? And there are other organelles too. Pseudopodia. So the locomotion here. Takes place by pseudopodia, as in the case of amoeba and slime molds, flagella in case of Euglena and Goniolax, cilia in the case of Paramecium, wriggling movement in the case of sporozoans, and by mucilage propulsion in the case of diatoms. Now let us discuss about the mode of nutrition. Mode of nutrition may be photosynthetic. In the case of dinoflagellates and diatoms and euglenites also. It may be photosynthetic in the case of dinoflagellates, diatoms and euglenites. Holozoic in the case of amoeba and Paramecium. Saprophytic in the case of slime molds. And parasitic in the case of Trypanosoma, causing sleeping sickness. Plasmodium, the malarial parasite, and Entamoeba. So the mode of nutrition may be photosynthetic, as in the case of dinoflagellates, diatoms and euglenites. Holozoic in the case of amoeba and Paramecium. Saprophytic in the case of slime molds, and parasitic in the case of Trypanosoma, Plasmodium and Entamoeba. Protists are mainly aerobic. Respiration. Protists are mainly aerobic, but they also respire anaerobically when they live at the bottom of aquatic habitats. So they respire mainly aerobically, but some protists live at the bottom of aquatic habitats. So naturally they respire anaerobically because they don't get sufficient oxygen there. Mode of reproduction. So they reproduce both sexually and asexually by a process which involves cell fusion and zygote formation. So mode of reproduction, protists reproduce both sexually and asexually by a process which involves cell fusion and zygote formation. Cell fusion and zygote formation. That's all for today. We will continue with this particular lecture in the next video. Till then, do subscribe my channel and like and share my videos.